Netflix just dropped a new 6-part crime thriller epic that quietly has one of the most stacked casts out of any new streaming series on the platform. Led by one of England's most respected actors, who is the backbone of a talented British ensemble, this Netflix series dives deeply into a hidden world of gritty espionage without all the usual glitz and glam you would find in a James Bond movie. What's more, this series reveals an overlooked true story of ordinary people who risk their lives for the benefit of their country, as portrayed by a stellar cast. Netflix's Legends dropped in full on Thursday, May 7th, featuring 6 new episodes, each roughly an hour long, that are ready to be binged right now. Early reviews suggest that Netflix has another bona fide winner in the crime thriller genre with Legends, as one critic from Collider noted that it might be the most watchable crime drama Netflix puts out this year. Screen Rant also gave Legends a strong review, observing that the series has a surprisingly broad scale on the level of crime epics such as Mayor of Kingstown and even Narcos. Netflix's new crime thriller has a surprisingly stacked ensemble. Sally Mays/Netflix. While the untold true crime story showcased in Legends is the main draw, the actors who were chosen to portray the narrative truly set the series apart from your average crime thriller. Consisting mostly of British actors, it's evident through each performance in Legends that a certain degree of passionate pride exists in the fabric of the series, which was created by one of Britain's premier TV showrunners, Neil Forsyth. That pride trickles down from the top of Legends cast, where 6-time BAFTA winner and 2-time Oscar nominee Steve Coogan leads the charge as Don, a former undercover operative tasked with halting a widespread drug operation by recruiting ordinary citizens. Coogan, however, is just the tip of the iceberg, as the star of the show is truly Tom Burke, whose breakout role playing Orson Welles in David Fincher's 2020 film Mank led to a successful Hollywood career, as seen in blockbusters like Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, and the critically acclaimed star-studded spy thriller Black Bag. Burke plays one of the customs employees sent undercover, a family man named Guy, who wrote the 2022 book that inspired the series. Burke does a phenomenal job of portraying Guy's central dilemma as he finds himself deep within the lore of his legend, or alter ego, splitting his soul in two. Burke does a masterful job at playing the tough guy when necessary and a man searching for identity and purpose in all the wrong places. Although Guy is the main legend in focus in the Netflix series, there are a handful of other operatives who infiltrate another branch of the heroin epidemic in 1990s Liverpool, where a kingpin played by Tom Hughes, the Gold, the English, and his cronies rule the streets. These legends are portrayed by Hayley Squires, the night manager, Blitz, and AML Amin, the maze runner, Rustin, who also live out double lives but as a joint unit, contrasting the lone wolf plight of Burke's Guy. Perhaps the most fascinating and complex character in the whole series, Eddie, is played by the multi-BAFTA-nominated actor Johnny Harris, a gentleman in Moscow, Great Expectations, who must reconcile with the blood on his hands created by his own greed and selfishness. Legends cast officially makes it a must-watch now on Netflix. These outstanding actors are only a few of the great talents that quietly make up one of Netflix's best ensemble casts in quite some time. Additionally, Saltburn and the Gold star Joshua Samuels plays a hot-headed drug dealer looking for a fast track to the top, and Tony winner Douglas Hope, Black Mirror, Joker, plays the high-ranking political figure who oversees Don's top-secret operation with great severity and little patience. Viewers may also recognize another legendary character played by Jasmine Blackborough, best known for Netflix series such as The Gentleman and Shadow and Bone. Wonka star and one of the original cast members of BBC's Ghosts, Charlotte Ritchie, also appears in Legends. With each new scene and episode of Legends, a familiar face often comes about, driving the story forward and demonstrating just how many of Britain's top actors sought to be a part of such a monumental Netflix series. The intense and insightful true story that Legends tells is certainly what makes it initially appealing, but the cast is truly one of, if not the, most exciting and convincing aspects of the new crime thriller series, which makes it a must-watch right now on Netflix.